Hey loves, my name is Kyle August, and I don't care what your circumstances with you and your specific person, you are literally a week away from massive, massive success. Like honestly, in a week, they could be cooking for you and buying you gifts just like this person is. And there is a specific technique that I want to discuss in this video that's going to get us to that point. Because you know, and you've definitely heard me say this in almost all of my videos, all of your manifestations are alive within you right now. There literally is no separation. And I titled this in my notes, and it's going to make a lot of sense. It's not going to make sense at first, but I'll explain it. When you work on becoming something, so becoming that state or getting into that assumption, you never have to worry about being. And I know that sounds probably a little bit confusing right now, but I'll explain it. So always remember, and even think about that individual who within a week was having their specific person cooking for them and buying them gifts, buying them specifically perfume. That's absolutely amazing. It's all about being that individual. So always remember, if we want to get to that point as well, we absolutely can, but we don't want to focus. We're not making our specific person do anything. And I know that sounds paradoxical, but here's what I mean. And when you switch this way of thinking in your mind, you're going to find that success comes automatically and easily to you. We're not making our specific person do anything. We're becoming the individual that receives that from our specific person. So even take it in the way of that success story. We're not making our specific person cook for us. We're not making our specific person buy us perfume. We are becoming the individual that is cooked for and the one that receives perfume. Because I can't tell you how many times, I know I say this statement 100 times, but it's these same exact ideas I've seen in so many coaching sessions, and it's so easy to kind of switch them or change them and see different results around you. So I can't tell you how many times we attempt to go out. We go out in our external reality. We attempt to switch things. We attempt to alter things. We attempt to force things. But that takes the power from that we have within and places it outside of us. And then you're going to find it's going to constantly be a struggle attempting to change your reality and attempting to make your specific person do whatever it is that you want. But if instead we take that thought process, that attention, that energy, those assumptions, and we focus it on our internal state, we're going to see a massively different outcome happening outside of us. And mainly, you're going to start seeing your specific person actually conform to you in that way. So we're not making our specific person love us. We are becoming the individual that is completely and totally loved by our specific person. And what I love about this idea is that when you fully start to live it, realize it, talk about it, perceive it, you're going to realize that the power is within you and always has been within you this entire time. It never was not within you. And then you're going to be fully getting into this state of knowing law of assumption, or not just knowing it, I guess. It would be feeling it and perceiving it in the way that it truly is. Because the way that we view things in our mind, excuse me, have a massive impact on how they change our reality. Like even right now, you're probably looking at that success story and thinking, well, how is me doing this going to change that? How is me viewing it as, instead of changing my specific person, I'm changing myself? How is that going to have an impact? But do not knock it until you try it. Once you try this, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And you're going to see a massive change in your reality. And just to showcase that you do have the power to change literally everything in your reality, I wanted to put another success story in here. And look at this individual. They hadn't talked to their specific person for a month, and the next day they contacted them. And I know time is something that we're really worried about, but even look at this person. They did it within a day. And if they did it, then you can do it too, because there is no difference in any sort of manifestation in your reality. If you can manifest a cup of coffee, you can manifest a phone, and you can manifest your specific person, and you can manifest literally anything. It's all the same. And time is totally irrelevant when it comes to this subject too, because also, if we want to get over this concept of time, let's go back to that idea where as soon as we work on becoming, we no longer have to worry about being. And so what I mean, when we're forcing our reality, that actually is a product of us worrying about time. It's a product of us attempting to kind of force and change our reality in the quickest possible way. And that's why when people switch this attention, it's going to feel a little weird at first, right? Switching that attention off of your external reality and focusing on yourself is going to feel a little odd or weird at first, but you're going to see these massive results. But if you can get over this egotistical, and I don't know if egotistical is a word, because your ego, your conscious worries about it. It's like your thought process. As soon as you get over that worry, that focusing on yourself and your internal state and your assumption is actually the quickest way to do it, and it's not anything outside of you. As soon as you get to that belief, that's how you see a change in everything around you, and time actually ceases to exist, and you get those results where it doesn't matter how long you haven't been talking to your specific person, they're going to contact you the next day. And actually, the funny thing is, the success story I mentioned in here about not talking for a month, that's actually one of my lower no contact situations. I've had, and I'm going to probably include it in my video tomorrow, I've had people 8 months, years, like there is no limit to how quickly you can change. I actually had someone in my TikTok live earlier today mention or talk about, I think it was 8 months. I think they were 8 months no contact, and now they're with their specific person. And you're thinking that's absolutely crazy. But there is massive power, again, on we're not forcing, we're not changing anything in our reality. Law of assumption states all of your manifestations are alive within you right now. We are bringing out that state, bringing out that version of ourselves within, and the reality that comes along with it. Think of it as like a buy one, get one free sort of thing. When you buy the state, you get everything in your reality along with it automatically. So as soon as you start exhibiting that state, as you start feeling, acting, believing, and perceiving in a certain way, you're going to see your entire reality shift and change and alter in order to match that. Again, it's that buy one, get one. You buy the state, you get the freeness of everything in your reality. You buy the state of being in communication. Again, thinking about that, like that first ever one of within a week, their specific person was cooking for them, buying them perfume. You buy the internal state, you get the cooking, you get the perfume. That's like an automatic thing that happens along with it. And never, ever, ever let anyone in your reality tell you you can or can't do it. And because that's a subject that a lot of people kind of talk about, and a lot of people worry about. I've worried about it before. And I feel like we all consistently continue to worry about it. But it really does not matter, and no one in your because I'm only talking about this because I did have a question today on one of my videos talking about that subject. I'll make a whole nother video on it, but always remember that you have the power to create anything that you want in your reality. If you want your specific person cooking for you, living with you, being with you, loving you, that's something that you can absolutely have. If you want to end your no contact by tomorrow, you can. And it's all about getting into that state, getting into that feeling, and getting into that assumption. So I hope you guys liked the extra success stories that I included in the video today. I actually realized I need to do, because I was going live on YouTube, if you guys have seen that. So I go live on TikTok every morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and every afternoon or evening on YouTube at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're seeing this video, I'm about to go live pretty soon. So definitely check that out if you guys want. But hopefully you guys are liking these success stories. I realize I include a lot of them in my TikToks, but I don't include almost any of them in my YouTube videos. And I know a lot of people on here probably don't even realize that I do have a TikTok. Another thing too, if you guys wanted to check out, I was doing a live subscription on my TikTok, but I'm also doing memberships here on YouTube. And I know it's a problem because the button doesn't exist. I actually included a link in the description. If you did want to join and become a member and support me, you will actually receive the Manifest a Text from Your Ex live seminar. You'll get the whole lecture, the whole workbook that comes along with it, just by subscribing to the membership. So check out the link in the description for that, because I wanted to kind of bring up the memberships, because I wanted to go live personally with all of my members, like have exclusive memberships with that. But at the very minimum, if you were thinking about getting the Manifest a Text from Your Ex, that live seminar, it's the cheapest it's ever been with my membership. But it's totally up to you. You don't have to. Don't think about it in that way. But I definitely always appreciate all of you supporting me, watching my videos. I'll always be here on YouTube, going live, and on TikTok. So don't think that you have to subscribe or become a member, because you absolutely don't. If you did absolutely love this video, definitely leave a thumbs up. If you did like all of the success stories, give a thumbs up, because when you support these successes, you're actually more likely to receive them in your reality, because that's what you're kind of perceiving outside of you. If you did love, definitely don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my lives. Because again, if you're watching this video, I'm about to go live really soon. So definitely check that out if you guys wanted to ask me any questions on this. I'm going live here on YouTube. And remember too, if you do become a member, you're going to get that Manifest a Text from Your Ex live seminar. It was actually one of my first ever seminars, and it has so many successes. That's actually the one where people were getting like this. So think about the success story I mentioned about they hadn't been talking for a month and they texted the next day. People were getting texts within 3-5 hours after that seminar. So it is crazy how quickly you can see changes happening in your assumptions or in your external reality as soon as you change your assumptions. If you did have any questions, though, definitely leave them in the comments section below as well if you can't make it to my live. Also, remember, you can reach out to me on my website at kyleaugustcoaching.com if you did want to send me a personal question, or if you wanted some one-on-one coaching to work together, and then you can be one of these successes that I included in my video. I'd absolutely love that. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you soon. So I'll see you soon if you become a member, I'll see you soon in the lecture, but then also I'll be seeing you guys real soon in my live later today in a few moments. All right, but have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later.